Okay guys, this week I'm going to attempt to show you guys each product that I got from WF Boom, and I'm going to add a link to the video for each product for the effect. Now WF Boom has videos for each of these products on their website, but the videos aren't really, like, you don't get to feel the effect of some of these unless you're in person. So I went on YouTube and attempted to find as many first-hand experiences with each product. I was able to find videos for most of them, but some are going to have to suffice for the video on WF Boom, which are also available on YouTube. Okay, so the first one that we're going to talk about is one I forgot to describe in my Firework stash video. It's the Cosmic Creature. It's 25 shots. It's by the Glorious brand. It's a very nice cake. I believe, I want to say I purchased it for somewhere around $10, somewhere between $8 and $10. For the amount of bang that it has, it's definitely worth the price. I'm going to add a link to this product and to each product down either on the right hand or left hand corner if you want to take a look at the effect. The next one, of course, is one of my favorite 200-gram cakes. It's Crackle Mania. It's one of the loudest 200-gram cakes out there. In some cases, it's actually louder than some of the 500-gram cakes out there. This one's a 25 shot. It's got a nice end to it where it's just like a barrage of flaming reports, and it's just a lot of bang. It's the bang for the buck with this one. And as I said before, I got it for $10 for each one, but you can get it in a case as well, and you could definitely get it for a cheaper price, about maybe $6 or $7 per cake. But this one I definitely would recommend. The next one is a new item I got this year. It's called Rodeo West. It's also a 25 shot. It's kind of like a Cosmic Creature. I don't believe there's a finale to it. I think it's pretty much straight 25 shot, but it's a pretty big bang for a cake. I think this was a new product out maybe last year or 2 years ago. I believe I got it for about $11. Definitely want to see what it does. I was able to find a video to a link on this one. I'll post it for this one as well. It should be actually beneath it right now. The next one is one of my favorite 200-gram, or should I say 350-gram fan cakes. It's the Blitzkrieg 100 shot. It shoots flaming balls or flaming mags, those colorful mags that you see go up in the air, and then it ends with reports. It's kind of like a mine effect, but it's definitely a lot cooler in person. I wasn't able to find too many videos on this. I did find one, and it still doesn't really sum up the effect unless you see it in person, but it's still pretty decent. I got it for $15. It was a little pricey, but I think it was worth it. Alright, another cake I got was Vivid Twilight. It's a pretty small cake, but it's kind of heavy. In fact, I would have to say it's... actually, no, the Wind in the Willows is pretty heavy. It's definitely heavier than this thing here, the Breathtaking Soccer Match. It's pretty small compared to this, and definitely lighter. This one is definitely heavier. It's got 16 shots, and it's got pretty big bang for such a small cake, and it wasn't really worth that much. I believe it was worth like $4 or $5, I believe, for the cake, and it's definitely worth it. I think it's a straight 16 shot. Doesn't have a finale, but it's got some nice bang to it. Definitely would recommend it, considering how cheap it is. The next one is Wind in the Willows. What's special about this cake, even though I never got it before, is that the reports, or should I say the flaming balls that go up in the air, it twirls and then it pops into a big break, kind of like a mortar shell, and it's a very sweet effect. I guess from the videos that I saw, it looked like it'll be a lot better in person, but because it's a pretty big cake, I'm guessing that it's probably more like 350 instead of like 200. But I believe I got this for, I want to say either $10 or $11, probably 11. But it was definitely worth the price considering how heavy it was. The next one is one I got last year. It's really nothing special. I mean, I got it for like $2.50 or $3, so it wasn't really that expensive. But for the price, it does give you something. I mean, it gives you flaming balls with report. I think you could see it because of the focus. It's definitely not as effective as some of the bigger cakes. It's pretty small in comparison, but it's still pretty decent for the low price. This next one is a mine cake. It's a pretty small cake. It's actually in many of the WF Boom assortments. It's an 8-shotter. I'm trying to remember how much I got it for. It was 2/3 off $7, so it would probably be about maybe $2.33 for the cake. Not too expensive, but it has a nice effect to it. So this little guy can do a lot for what it has. Another thing I didn't show you guys from my fireworks stash, I did get these M1000 crackers, waterproof crackers, I believe. I used to get the M800s from WF Boom, but they really didn't have a lot of bang. I did try a couple of these out in my backyard. A couple of them were loud, and a couple of them were not as loud. It's pretty average rating in my opinion. A lot of people give it a high rating, but for the fact that not all of them explode with the same loudness as some of the other ones I've lit up, I wouldn't probably get it again. It's actually a big reason why I'm planning to go back down there and actually pass on to Phantom and get some of those silver salutes, which definitely are worth the price. I believe I got these for, I want to say $3 a box, which I believe is the same price for the silver salutes. So I kind of feel like I let myself get too carried away about the advertisement for this, and I thought it would be a lot bigger than what it was, but it wasn't. And these are the Mars rockets. It's their best collection of sky rockets. I've gotten sky rockets before from WF Boom, but I wasn't really too happy with them until I saw a video of these. And these were pretty loud, and they were so powerful that they're just about as powerful as your regular artillery shell, your ball shell. And for the price, it was definitely worth it. Like as I said before, I think it was $7.33 for 6 rockets, which is a pretty decent deal for what they do. I was able to find videos of these, or should I say a video of this, but it's on the WF Boom site. It was still a pretty good video, even though it's not like a one that you see in person. I'm pretty sure it'll be much better if you do it in person, and I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get a video of this when I light them off. Just to include these in my video, I got these big bloomers and these small ground bloomers. They're spinners that pretty much spin for like a few seconds or so. I don't remember if I got these before, but I just got them because they were cheap. I believe they were like 50 cents a pack or something like that, and I just wanted to see what they did. Not really into spinners as much anymore. I used to be when I was a little kid, but I just bought these mainly for my little baby cousins to see if they could have fun with them or something like that. I also got for the first time 500-gram fountains. I'm not really a fountain guy, considering that when I used to get those cheap fireworks from the store, which were pretty much the legal fireworks that you'd find, most of them had smoke balls and fountains, and I really wasn't particularly a fan of the fountains because, you know, to me they were crap because they only lasted a few seconds. I got this because I saw a video of it, and it was pretty decent for what it did. It lasted long. I believe this one lasted about a minute or so, and it gave out 5 different levels of effects, I believe, and it ended, I believe, in crackling and whistling and reports, and it was definitely interesting. It was a big reason why I decided to get it. As I said before, not really a fountain guy, and looking forward to seeing what this can do for me. I also got this big boy here called Circular Nova. It's also a 500-gram fountain. What's special about this is that it lasts twice as long as the Tequila Sunrise, about 2 minutes and 15 seconds or so. It's got a lot of reports, a lot of flaming crackles. It's pretty interesting. I think the difference between this one and the Tequila Sunrise is with the Tequila Sunrise, I believe 3 different sections come out and flame out. You'll see it in the video. It's like 3 fountains in one. With this one, I believe it's just one circular fountain that goes round and round. But don't quote me on that. I didn't pay attention to the video with this one. I just pretty much looked at the sparks. Like with the Tequila Sunrise, I'm looking forward to see if this one will be even better than the Sunrise. Okay, now we're getting to the 500-gram cakes. This one is the 9-shot Shockwave. I got this cake because it had one of the loudest bangs of any of the 500-gram cakes that they had that were 9 shots. If you saw my Firework Stash video last year, we had a 500-gram cake for our finale called Badlands. It was my friend's 500-gram cake. It was alright, but Shockwave completely blows it out of the water. I wanted to get variety this year with my cakes. I never really got cakes before, particularly the 500-gram, and I wanted to get one that had power, and this was the one that I got under that category. And if you see the video, you can see why I definitely had my eye on this one. The next one is Mystic Message. It's a 25-shot cake. What I like about this cake is that it has a lot of coloring effect, and it really lights up the clouds in the sky. It's got really good glitter effect. I believe it was this one and Bloodshot Moon that had a similar effect. I think the Bloodshot Moon had a bigger effect, but I got the Mystic Message because it was the cheaper of the two. I believe the case for it was, I want to say, about $55 before the discount. So I got it for about, I want to say, 37 bucks. So about $18, $19 a cake, which isn't too bad for a 25-shot cake. I got this one because of the nice effects it had, and if you see the video, you'll see what I mean. This next cake is part of my Power 10 assortment. It's called Surround Sound. This is a 20-shot cake, but it's a fan cake, and it shoots out in 5-shot intervals with a finale to it. It's got a nice bang to it. I got it because of the price, which I believe it was, I want to say about $45, $50 for the 2 cakes, and because the 2 cakes were different, it made it that much more of an incentive for me to buy it, because of the variety. Definitely lives up to its name, and I also have a video for it. I believe it should be at the bottom. Next cake is Breaking Point, which is part of the Power 10 assortment, also a 20-shotter. I believe it has the same 5-shot interval. I believe the videos were from the WF Boom website. I wasn't able to find in-person videos for these cakes, but hopefully when I blow them off, I'll be able to post some up to show you guys what the actual effect is in person. The next cake is part of my Power 13 assortment. This is my favorite assortment of the cakes that I got. Well, actually tied with tied for #1 of the cakes that I got. This one's called Glittering Galaxy. It's a 40-shot fan cake. It glitters for I believe 5 shots. I think it's 5-shot intervals, but I'm not 100% positive. I know it glitters, then it gives off reports, and then it glitters and then it gives off reports, and there's like a 10-shot finale to it, I believe. I believe the best thing about this cake is the finale. It's not the best of the 2, but it's certainly got a good effect, and the assortment was worth $36 at regular price for the case price. So it came out to about maybe $26, $27 for the whole thing. So it was about $14 a cake, and it was definitely worth it. This next cake is the favorite one for me in the assortment. It's called Silky Sky. I can't explain much about the effects of this cake. It's a 40-shot cake. It shoots flaming balls, but that's not a good enough description. It shoots a golden wave of flaming emeralds. You'd have to see the video to know what I'm talking about and see why I got this cake. The only thing about this cake that makes me nervous is that I've heard quotes, or I've read quotes from people saying who've had it for professional shows that it tends to make firework crews nervous because of the fact that the golden embers that fall down, that go up, they tend to fall down and they're still flaming. So it's probably not the best thing in the world to do it on dry grass, or even grass period. I'm going to see if I can find a concrete area to do it in, and I'll probably try to do it as far away as possible. But I did get this cake because it was just gorgeous, and I haven't seen too many 500-gram cakes that do what this cake do. And if you see the video at the bottom, which is from the WF Boom website, even though it's not in person, you'll know what I mean. On to the videos for the artillery shells. Of course, this is the electric rain canister shells, which is this. I had a few of these left over from last year. There should be a video that shows all the effects on WFBoom.com. I'm also going to include videos that show the difference between the electric rain and the Excalibur. Just one shells though, it's not like the whole pack or anything like that. So the videos will show the effect of one electric rain shell and one Excalibur shell. And like I said before, I'm not going to argue. Personally, I think the Excals are the best. In fact, I'm going to try to buy a case of them this year. It should be my last big purchase for my fireworks stash. But if not, I'll probably also get some an assortment or two from WF Boom when I go back down. But yeah, these electric rain shells, as I said before, they're very nice. They have very good effects. They're still loud, don't get me wrong. They're not like the Spirit of Liberty shells. They're definitely more powerful. You can hear the gunpowder in here or whatever. They do have a lot of powder in them. They have 6 different effects, as I mentioned before, but I don't believe I shared them with you on my last video, so I'm going to do that now. They have crackling. This is one of my favorites. They have red, green, blue, and yellow. Red waves and crackling. Purple dahlia. Green popping crackling. And crackling and multi-blooming crackling. I believe this one is the loudest and the biggest one, or the one that spreads throughout the sky the most. The other ones are decent. I like the dahlia because of the color, but my favorite is definitely the crackling one. I don't think it's just a single crackling. I believe it's this one, the last one, the crackling and the multi-blooming crackling. I'm a big crackle guy, so you'll notice that in some of my videos. I did not save, or I wasn't able to save some of the Spirit of Liberty shells, so whatever I've got is in the case, and if I open the package, it'll pretty much all spill out, so I'll refrain from doing that until I get closer to the 4th of July, when I'm probably going to unpack everything and just get ready. I do also have another case of 500-gram cakes called Mardi Gras Fiesta. There's 4 in a case, and it's the best 500-gram cake that I bought. I mentioned before that the Power 13 assortment was my favorite, but it was tied with the Mardi Gras Fiesta. This one is a finale in its own, just one cake by itself. And if you put a couple of them together, it will make the crowd go wild. Of course, I usually don't blow off fireworks for a crowd or anything like that. I just do them for fun with some of my friends and some of my family members. But it's definitely a good cake. I'm going to add a video to that as well, even though I don't have the cake with me right here. I'll be picking that up around June when they're in stock. But luckily the store manager was able to let me purchase them for the discount, while even though they didn't have them in stock. I'm probably going to make another video, or this should be the last video I'm going to make until like June or something like that. But I'm probably going to make another video on July 4th, the day of, because some of my family members are going to get fireworks, and we kind of bunch them up together, and I'll show you guys like the ultimate stash, the combined stash of fireworks that we blow off. I think that's pretty much it. The videos for each product that I have should be below each time I show the product. And let me know what you guys think. If you like certain ones, or if you want me to get a video of a certain one myself when I blow it off, let me know. Feel free to personal message me or anything like that. Alright, see you guys later.